thing. Can you tell us a little bit about Swagger? It's something that I really, really want to see, but I have not been able to check it out. It comes out this weekend.
It's out today. It's
It's
out on
out.
today on Apple TV Plus. The first three episodes, and it stars O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Trisha McWild is also in it. It's about a young basketball phenom. It's loosely based on Kevin Durant's life, and he's also one of the executive producers with Reggie um, by the Wood, and he is Reggie by the Wood is the showrunner, and it's about a young basketball phenom. He's 14 and he's in eighth grade, and he's ranked on all those different sites. And we're in this age of videos and everything like that. And his mom like videos all his games, and his mom wants him to play for a new team because the coach used to be a former star in college, and then something happened. But he coaches a youth team, and he's a very talented coach and everything. So, it's about their relationship and about what he deals with trying to get to his goal, which ultimately is the NBA. And also, a mother trying to make sure that he stay out them streets and all his community. What I like about it is, too often when we talk about student athletes or just phenoms, we're so focused on just their talent and what they can do for a program, or the clicks that they provide, the joy that they bring to others, that we don't talk about the journey enough. We don't talk about what these young men endure, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like just everything, you know what I mean? Like the pressure. Who are you doing it for? He has his mom. You have a coach who's like, hey, we can rebuild our team with him being on there, but also being mindful of the fact that this is a 14-year-old kid. You've got his teammates who are like, yo, if you go to another program, what happens to us? It's all of those things that coupled with the fact that he's still a young person, and you should be allowed to make mistakes, but it's hard in the social media environment. So I like all of those things. And it's the other thing I like about it is the black people, the young black kids, the teenagers have nuance and urgency. And by that I mean, like, they're not stereotypical.
Oh,
You know
that,
what I mean? They're
that,
not nobody is like in a gang, that type of thing. I mean, they're dealing with the reality of the environment, but those kids get to be kids, and they're three-dimensional people, and you have a teenager who's very sure of themselves, and you also have a teenager who's figuring it out, which is okay, because we were there. A lot of us were like, I don't know, where do I fit in? I'm not necessarily a jock. I play sports, but I'm not a star. I'm not a person that sings and dances. I don't belong to orchestra. Where do I belong in this, you know what I mean, the social settings? And I think that's all important to say, you know what? It's okay. It will come together at some point.
and so, do you think you saw more than the 3 episodes, or you just saw the three?
I saw the three.
And so, from the 3 episodes, is this one that you would recommend? Because oh, I don't even have my basketball in here, but that's all I do. I mean, basketball never stops. So I'm totally interested in
Yeah,
watching this.
I think it's not. I don't think you need to be into basketball. I think the young people will relate to the characters, because again, we don't get to see. I think the closest we have is like All American, but All American is a little bit on the other side, because you have the poor kids and the rich kids,
Yeah,
and that's a little bit like, the kids in the middle kind of get lost
but
in
I do
that.
like All American, by the way.
I do like All American too, and some of the things that they be dealing with, you're like, ooh, that's kind of gross. But um, you want to, but again, I like the fact that the young people, they're all, we recognize ourselves in them.
And
And I
so,
like the mother-daughter the mother-son relationship.
what I'm getting from you is that they have diversity within a diversity, meaning that you get to see these kids not be the same kid, be different. You also get this generally a coming of age story, and you get inside the life instead of just inside the game.
Well, yeah, and this is what we always talk about, right? You can tell some Black folks are behind it because they're not letting us be out here and looking foolish. And again, this is loosely based on Kevin Durant, and I don't think he would let you play with his brand like that. You know how like a lot of people are like Kevin Durant's mom, she's doing too much or whatever. Well, he's here, and he is everything that he is that you like about his character. A good portion of that is because his mom, worked really hard to make sure that he has a future under trying circumstances. So I think sometimes when people call him a mama's boy or whatever, I think that's a compliment.
Yeah. I'm accepting that mama's boy thing. My mom has passed, but I was definitely a mama's boy. What